Hey, what's up? Just not enjoying this bowl of Special K Protein Plus. Don't ever buy it. It's pretty gross. I added like a ton of sugar to it. I'll probably have diabetes because of the cereal, because it's that gross. Alright, so today I am working on scenery. Let's do this scene right here. I don't know why I'm getting a spoon of it. I'm hungry. Haven't been to the grocery yet. Alright, so what we're going to do, so we're going to come to my first scene here, and get the size of a little tree right here. Now I've already converted it to fills, so that looks about right. What is that, 0.5? 0.5 is the number of my stroke. Okay, so let's take a look at our scene here. This area is going to be a 0.5 area, our mid-ground. Anything behind that will probably be less. I don't know the exact number. I think it's 0.25. And above it, I think all this foreground is I want to say 1 per stroke. So let's get started. I'm going to remove my that's not what I want to remove. Aha, I want to remove this just so it's not messing with my mind or whatnot. And come here and start drawing. Now this drawing underneath, that's just a thumbnail sketch. What that is just, I went in my sketchbook, which some of y'all have bought if you were part of the Kickstarter campaign thing. I'll have a ton of those little sketches throughout the whole thing. It's just a mini version of something you're going to draw. That way you don't have to get into detail in the actual sketchbook. It's just gives you a rough idea, and it plays with your imagination as well when you actually get to the actual drawing. It saves a lot of time as well in your sketchbook because you're not thinking of every single little detail, which I'm going to be doing as of now. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And then finally, we're going to probably bring it up one more. Alright, so now I'm going to take that and convert it to a fill. I set up a control blah 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 on my keyboard. You'd have to set up your own convert to fill. And I'm going to come in here and convert to fill sometimes deletes your lines. A couple ways to get past that if you're doing it. You don't even have to do it. I'm just doing so I can come in here and actually turn all these little things into pointed edges instead of just squared edges. But that's just because I'm being picky. And since the background's not going to be moving, well, parts of it won't be moving, this part in particular, you will... I forgot what I was saying. I totally forgot what I was saying. My music cut off, that's probably why. Hold on one second. Alright, we're back. Let me move that back over here so I can see it. Did not set this up right, guys. Got a little glimpse into my music. Don't judge me. Alright, so now we are doing all this jazz. Oh, messed up there. Yeah, that's still a fill. I mean, a stroke, rather. I want like a real animator to be like, dude, what are you doing? You're sick. I would never take that much time and waste on this. I watched this one guy's animation today, and I think he's like 16 or 17. Totally shows me up. Kind of ridiculous. Been doing this for a while now, and I'm not nearly as good. But oh well, I guess I don't have to be the best, just as long as some people like it. Alright, all that's done. I'm gonna get another bite of my cereal. It's all sugar at the bottom. I'd probably get a lot more done during the day if it wasn't in text messages and Facebook didn't exist. But all that stuff does exist. Get distracted very easy. So I'm pretty excited about this weekend. I got a bachelor party on Saturday I'm going to, and the rest of the weekend I'm going to be spending doing something called the 40-hour film fest, where you only have 48 hours to make a little 5-minute, I think 7-minute long video. I didn't mean to do that. We've entered. What am I doing here? In the wrong keys. We've entered every year now for like the past 5 years or so. Sometimes the film's coming alright, but it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of fun, and then it gets to not be a lot of fun. When you're up for 48 hours, it starts to really eat away at you. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm probably going to bring my sketchbook and work on this game as well, just so I can get some stuff done here while working on that. Because you're not filming the whole time, you're sometimes writing and doing some other stuff, maybe graphics, or during my free time, if I have any, I will be done some sketches, so might have some new stuff to work on in these videos later on after this weekend. And I got a ton of stuff I need to do. If you saw it, all these are still need to be filled. If you know anybody interested in trying to get into the gaming world, or just a really talented artist, I'm looking for some help. But if I can't get it, I'm going to keep trucking on until I have a stroke. Anybody keeping track of these videos, I'm been listening to all the music on my computer, and I think I'm on the D's right now of titles of the songs, and I've been doing it for like a week, so that's pretty crazy. I've gotten rid of like probably 50 songs or so. Dude, songs and like skits and stuff. There's a lot of skits. For some reason rap music thinks it's okay to put skits in their CD. I haven't heard a funny rap skit in a while. So just get rid of the rap skits, rappers. Rap skits, rappers. And just put music on there. That's why I bought your CD. I wouldn't buy it to hear you make jokes that nobody else gets. I'll probably be getting one of those haircuts next week or so. So, might look a little different. Look weird with short hair. I look weird with long hair, so either way, I'll look different. It's on my eye. Alright, let me see what this little sketch looks like, because that's not going to be right. It's going on my eyes. Woo! It's a lot of sugar. Can't wait to come off of that later. Like, I'm gonna go to the gym. No, I'm not. Alright, let's turn. I promise one of these days I will actually label every single frame. What did I do? No. And I probably should be doing this in red like I normally do. In fact, let me switch over to red now, just so you see how I normally do it, because black's kind of hard to see on this actual black sketch, black and white sketch. Alright, so now you can see the graphics a lot better with the red. Alright, let's straighten that up a little bit. Alright, let's convert all that to our fill. Nope, I'll see. Disappeared. For some reason it freaks out if there's too many points, I think. And it'll delete every single thing you did. So you just do a little Control Z and it usually comes back. I've had times where it's been gone forever and I cried a little bit. And then mustered on and redid it. Because if I'm not, I was saying something, but I forgot. I'm sorry. Got distracted by my works. Yeah. Alright. Bring this down so I can see all my frames. I wish it automatically kind of give you that run. Probably set something like that up. That might actually suck if you don't want it to, if you got a small screen or something. Zoom out. Let's close off. I guess I need that line. No. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. True story. Alright. I don't even know why I'm going that far out because the screen's only really that big. These are my guidelines, like this is title save, action save, and wiggle room. This is what I'm calling this area right here. Because the screen might shake at one point, we don't know. Well, I know, you don't know. Whoa. I don't know what happened here. Let me just redraw this. There we go. Oh, man. Alright, there we go. Also, when you get rid of the stroke, it makes it a little thinner, which I don't know if it's just visually or it actually does it. I don't know. I think it's just visually, but it makes for a nicer output later when we're gonna render it out for a high def. We're gonna add a rock right here. And another rock right here. And one more little one right there. know what's even worse than having skits in it? Having skits like before a song, like not like actually in the song, but before or after. But if you listen to it, you can't delete this just a skit. You have to delete the whole song. I don't want to do that. I just want to hear the music. If you want to act, become an actor. Alright, let's see. That does it. Alright, looking good. Alright, let's see if we can figure out how this bottom tree looks. Alright, I think that will look pretty good. Nope. If it's something small, I usually just go back and redo it. Sometimes it comes out better. I don't know if that did, but sometimes it does. Alright. There we go. Now, let's come back to our first frame. No, we don't want that. Everything's grouped, it's not really necessarily in layers here. Just trying to get my color palette. There we go. Alright, now I got my color palette. Let me remove these from this. Okay. So I'm going to come here, select all that, and then grab my solid color, which isn't black, it's like a brown, just so it's not as potent as like objects you might interact with, or yourself rather. Alright. Then we're going to come here, grab our tree color, which is this. Oh, look, we're still selected. There we go. Yep. Also, I want to make sure that everything fills correctly, so we don't want to close any gaps. So it means somewhere on here there is a gap. And I'm hoping it's a big one so I can find it pretty easy. Found it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Alright, if that's not it, we're going to do a close small gaps. Yeah, so that wasn't it. Add more. And I'm not going to go around and look for every gap. So we'll come here and hit close small gaps. So it's not a small gap either, medium gap. Alright, this isn't cool, bro. Maybe I gotta find it. It can't be that big. Where's my paintbrush tool? So I'm gonna come here with my paintbrush tool, set on my I forgot what it's called. I gotta do this anyway, so that's what I should have did anyway in the first place. That way, this is how I usually find if I have like a gap somewhere in it. Alright, I don't see any gaps there. That's a gap. Whoa, look at this little guy. Oh, that's a big one. Not really that big of gaps here. I was being sarcastic before, but I mean, like, none of these are really large gaps. So now, let's go with the color again. Oh, there it is. I think it has something to do with your zoomed out on the object. Like the further you zoomed out, the bigger it thinks the gaps are. Something like that. Something like that. Alright. Let's grab a darker color. Fill here, fill there. Fill there. Oop. Stop it. So we're going to take our stroke tool now. Actually, let's finish this up. Let's put some more tree lines in here. Give the tree a little more character. Some knots and not knots. Alright, convert those. Let's see what kind of crazy stuff happens here. Oh. That was actually kind of dumb. I should have just did in the black one. Oops. That's why. Alright, take our brush tool and instead of zooming in and messing with them, we'll just come down here like so. Alright, that looks pretty good. Paint behind, grab that little sucker, and delete. Alright. Now we got that. We're going to come take our stroke tool again and come up in here and just add some of these bad boys. What I'm doing right now is I'm laying out where I'm going to have a shadow on the tree. So then we'll come here and we'll take our darkest color, which is going to be this for this instance. This is going to be a really dark shadow, so we don't want that yet, or just yet rather. Did I grab the right one? Yeah. Alright, then we're gonna come here and grab this, our second darkest color. And this is just really choosing the right spots to have all this stuff. Just to give it some character, some lighting effects. Alright, then I'm going to come here and add a little extra dark. Yep, what did I do there? Hold on, something went right there. I'll see. Alright. Show all. We're going to erase those strokes because we don't need them anymore. And now we're going to take this, our brush tool, come in here and give the tree a little, whoop, I'm going to switch that back to paint normal. Give the tree some character like this with some, not too many. I got kind of carried away with one of the scenes, and it starts to take away after a bit if you put too many of these. Alright, let's do one there, one more there. Alright, come grab another color, start to fade that into here. Also, we're going to go into the lighter area with it, just a little bit. So as you can see already, it's starting to give the tree a little more character. Alright, that looks cool. And we're gonna add a few little dots here, even though we don't have. Looks pretty good. And then finally, we'll set us some white here. Up here. A little light right there. Look at all that light. Looks nice. And if you're wondering why hell's so not floral, trying to get the correct word to use here. What am I doing? Why do I keep doing that? Tree? Foresty? Planting? I don't know. Still trying to think of a good word. I know there's a word that means what I'm thinking, but I can't think of what that word is. Alright, let's zoom out to 100%. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright. Now, that's just the tree part. Alright, I know what I want to do. I want to do some foreground. So I'm going to come back to my scene here. I'm going to group this little object we just made. I should have grouped this inside of it. Cut this. Paste. Alright. Now, I'm going to come here, turn my thing to red. I'm also going to turn my stroke to 1 now. Come here, down here to my little stump. Greenery? The word I was looking for earlier was greenery? Maybe. If you think of the word, please leave a comment, because it's going to bug me. So since this object is in the foreground, we aren't going to worry about I don't know. I keep getting like on train or thought, and then I forget what I'm talking about while I'm working. It's pretty bad. If you actually tried to have a conversation with me right now, you'd regret it. Alright, let's copy all that. Oop. That's what I'm talking about with that boat. So you come through this, like grab certain spots, and it sometimes works out really well. That time it didn't work out too well. But it's not that much thing I gotta go back on. So, I'm done. Alright, the foreground is going to be a little more detailed than midground, background, all that. Because it's the closest to the screen, and we want the... Well, I'll say that, I might blur it out, I haven't decided yet. This probably will not be blurred out, because I think I'm going to make this leaf kind of blow in the wind a little. Just give it a little, the scene a little character. And if I get to it in this video, I get to it in this video. And you can be like, oh, I saw him do it. I saw him draw this. Alright. Let's get our new stroke. Oh, hold on, one more thing. Almost forgot it. Yo. There we go. Alright, let's change our stroke again. I think this is going to be the last thing I do in this video because these things take forever to render out. And that's not well spent time. Alright, and then we'll add maybe just little splotches right here. We'll make some up for it. Alright, let's get rid of those strokes. Or turn to fills rather. Alright, that looks pretty good. Ah, I forgot I'm an idiot. Maybe I shouldn't have put this in here. There we go. Cool. Nope. Alright, that looks good. Look good. Paint behind and fill these little holes. Alright. Oop. Stop it. Oh, what did I do there? Alright, that's done. Let's add the animated leaf, and then I'm going to call it a day on the video, but continue to work, because just because I'm not filming doesn't mean I'm not working. Alright, so come in here, grab a dark green. Let's get this color. That's a nice green for this leaf. Oop, messed up there. Alright, so we're going to keep this as a stroke. Let's straighten it out a little bit because we're going to be using a shape tween. And if you watch my other videos, you know that shape tweens don't always agree with me. So we want as little points as necessary. Alright. Let's switch that to the dark green. F8. Leaf. 002, let's say. I think I have an 01 already. So we'll make that a graphic clip. Since we will be exporting this leaf as its own graphic later on. Alright, let's find a cool looking green. Nope. There we go. Now, we don't want it to be totally like noticeable, so we're going to make 10 frames. On the 5th frame, we're just going to have it slightly move. I don't know about all that. I think I want to make it rotate the other way like this. Like that, and then alright, that worked. Now I'm going to copy this, paste it here. Now we'll probably, what I did there is I moved it up 1, and instead of it just being the same exact frame as frame 1, it's a little bit different, so that way when it loops, oh, you know what, I might have screwed up everything. See that little glitch in it? Oh, maybe I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that for some reason. Let's try it one more time. But, alright. So that's done. So you got a leaf, it's going to be blowing. Also, to give it a little more character, Make that 32 alpha. That way the leaf just has like a little bit more character with a shadow. So, look at that, that looks cool. We're going to move, group that, move this up to where it would actually be in the scene. We're going to cut that from that layer and put that in the foreground layer, which is right here. There we go. That way it's actually in the picture now. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. I will do another one later. Bye.